Hi crafty friends, Melissa Minor here. Thanks so much for joining me on YouTube. Today I'm creating a layout for the Bramble Fox design team, and I'm using some awesome new wedding perspectives that were added to the shop for August. Let me show you my photos. I've got this gorgeous photo of my son Logan and his wife Chloe showing off their rings here. Isn't that adorable? And then I've got these two gorgeous photos, and they got married in June of 2022. They live in Utah, and their wedding took place in Utah, and just look at that. It's just breathtaking. They got married. You can see the mountains in the background. I mean, it was just the most amazing wedding I've ever been to. I'm using this paper here from 49 and Market, and it's the From the Garden collection. And you know, I've had this collection and I haven't used it. So this is my first time using it. And when I saw these this paper, I thought, oh, that's perfect for my 3 photos. So let me show you the goodies that I'm going to be using from the shop. So new in the Bramble Fox shop, they've got all these fun wedding words like I do and Mr. and Mrs. and bride and groom, and then several different colors. I've also got the hearts here that match. And then I've got the bride and the groom in the hearts, and then this also comes with it, the happy couple. So I'm going to be using the happy couple, and then I might sprinkle in some of these other perspectives as well. I'm not really sure. The only plan I have right now is I want to use this title and this one piece of paper. So we'll see how this goes. So let me try to figure out where I want to put the title. I think it would look nice up here in this upper corner. I want to make sure that I don't cover up the mountains, so I might flip-flop those 2 photos. And I've pulled in a couple other things I might use. Now I've got this doily here, and I actually think, and you know, what made me think to bring in that doily is the pattern paper. It's got a small little like snip of a doily, but since my photo is going to cover that, I really want to extend that. And I think it really helps my title to pop having that doily back there. I've also got a few embellishments here that I pulled from the Simple Stories Simple Vintage Junk Drawer. Ooh, that's a tongue twister. I love that collection, and you know, I used it almost all the way up, so I only have a few little embellishments left, but I think it pairs nicely with this 49 in Market From the Garden collection. So I love this little clipboard here. It just looks elegant. I like that, so I'm going to leave that there. I'm thinking about matting my photo, so I've got this piece of cardstock, and I didn't write down the name of this. You know, it's kind of like an earthy sand color, and it is textured, so I believe it's basil. So I think that would look nice. And then I've got more of the embellishments here. I've just got some bits and pieces of this 49 in Market From the Garden collection. So I was thinking about maybe trying to bring in some of these florals. I love this blue. Since my son's suit is blue, and then the background is blue, I thought that these flowers would be really pretty. So I'm going to punch out a few of these laser cuts. And I don't want anything too florally. I'm thinking maybe something subtle. So I like that these almost feel subtle. Now this might be too much up here, but I'm going to try it. And I think there's another one. So let me look and see if I can find that. And I love the newspaper print. So initially, I thought I'd want to bring in another newspaper print. So I pulled these from my stash. I think one's a 49 in Market. Maybe one's a Simple Stories. I'm not sure, but I really loved the floral. And so I think I want to bring in maybe a piece of this floral because that was my favorite part, and I'm covering it all up with my photos. So I think that that would look nice. Here is that Simple Stories Simple Vintage Junk Drawer sticker sheet, and you can see I just got a little bit left, but I might end up pulling something off there also. I don't think this page is going to need a whole lot, just because the pattern paper is so pretty. So here is also this blue, and I think I want to mat my photo with this. It'll be subtle, But I think that that would look pretty, and that's from that junk drawer collection. It just looks, you can see how it just pairs so nicely with the 49 and Market collection. All right, so let's go ahead and get this going here. I did trim down my pattern paper to 11.5 by 11.5, and then I gutted that cardstock because you never know when you might want to use that. So I do try to save that, and that reduces a little bit of bulk in my album as well. And then off camera, I went ahead and matted my photo. And then I also matted the 2 photos here on this pattern paper that has the words. So I loved the little wordy bits. And so I was wondering like what it might look like if I flip-flopped them, but I don't think it's gonna work. I'm gonna put them back the way I had them. But now I can kind of overlap the photo, the larger photo, onto the other 2. And I love that you can see that little text print along the side. Even though it's covering up like the initial portion of it, you can see that layer there. So I think that that added a lot. And then I tore that paper just to give it a little extra dimension there. I'm still kind of thinking, do I want to put this over here? And I think it'd look cute, but I think I want the larger photo on the left-hand side of the page. So I won't make you watch me glue all of this down. I will get that glued down off camera, but I'm just trying to see how it's gonna look. And then I want to bring in my doily. So, oh, and there's a few little pieces when I got it, for whatever reason, you know, there's a few little pieces I need to punch out. So I'm using my little poker tool here, and I'll get those punched out so that it looks nice and crisp on the page. And I want to place that behind the photo, kind of like in that original, you know, the background paper had that. And I'm just extending that, making it larger. And then this is also going to be a great landing spot for not only my title, but some embellishments as well. I always like a little landing spot to house my embellishments. Looks like I missed a couple more, so I'm going to poke those out. Sorry about that. I could have done that off camera, I guess, but I left this in here. So we'll get those all tucked, pushed out of there, and now I can start the embellishment. So here is that gorgeous clipboard. I love that. And then my title. So I'm ready to bring in my acrylic title piece, my Bramble Fox Perspective, the Happy Couple. And you always need to take off the protective coating. So I've got my little poker tool here, and that works great just for peeling that off. And then when I'm ready to glue it, I do like to use the Nuvo Deluxe glue because it has a good strong hold and it dries clear. So if any seeps out around the edges, and then it'll be clear. And so you'll notice too, I did flip-flop my photos. I put the one with the mountains at the bottom because I wanted to make sure that I wasn't covering up anything in that photo, because that's my favorite part of that photo. Well, besides my kids, but I love the mountains that you can see in the background, and you can see they've got like the light strands hanging there. I mean, it was right out of a fairy tale. So gorgeous. All right, so there I put my Nuvo Deluxe glue on the back. I'm putting down my title. And then I'm also working today on my Glassboard Studio glass mat. It's the scrapbooker size. And if you're ever in need of a Glassboard Studio mat or any of their accessories, you can use my name, Melissa, and you will receive 15% off your order. So wanted to mention that. And I have one of the magnetic pawns holding my title down. It works great for applying just the right amount of pressure. Now I'm trying to work on this bottom embellishment cluster. So you can see I added a piece of chipboard ephemera. That was from the junk drawer collection. And then I added a few of the 49 and Market from the garden laser cuts there, just to make like a little floral swag. Oh, it looks like I just tested it. So I was dry fitting it, and then I will glue it down here. But there I've got those florals, like to make a little swag. And then I've added a little greenery in here. And now I'm going to add this little piece. I don't even know what it says. I thought it was really pretty to hold these florals like that. So there we go. I got my little floral swag and another little embellishment cluster. Got my magnetic pawn on there. And now I'm going to add a few more embellishments. So I'm going to add this cute little butterfly. I don't want to go crazy. It doesn't need a lot. I've got a few of these little chipboard hearts I'm going to add. And they also have that text print. I love that about the vintage lines, how they have the text print. I'm not one to really be drawn towards, I love the vintage look. I just don't feel like I'm the greatest at using some of the vintage pieces. So this gives me an opportunity to use them, but you know, with something like wedding, it's just timeless and classic. I love it with this vintage line. All right, so here's where I'm going to pull out some of these wedding words, and I know I want to use some of these. So I'm going to pull out the ones that are in that navy type color and audition them in several places around the layout. I like this I do. And I'm thinking about maybe putting something on that photo. And then here's where I pull in another one of the wedding words. So I'm going to play around with these for a moment and see what I like. I initially thought I wanted in 3 different places. Now I do love the Mr. and Mrs. And so when I add the Mr. and Mrs. up here on this layout, I'm like, yes, I love that. And right on the photo. So I like that little subtle detail. It kind of blends in with the photo, but yet it's just such a nice little element. I thought about maybe putting the pink, and now I'm going to go back to the navy. And I do try it here in the center of this little cluster thing, and I love that. So I am going to stick with that. I'm happy with the Mr. and Mrs. and I'm happy with the I do. So I try some more words. So here we go. I glued those down off camera, Mr. and Mrs. and I do. And now I found these connected hearts. And so I want to add them as well. So let me peel off the protective cover, the protective little piece. And I'm going to move them around a few times. I initially thought up here on this left photo, but it's already got a lot, so I don't want to cover up any more of the photo. And I wasn't covering up really anything. It was on the trees. I thought over here, but then I will try it on this bottom right photo. Not covering the mountains. I'm in the dead space there on the photo. And that really, I was like, yes, this is where it goes. So I like that I have the hearts here. And so that looks good. The next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to add this little bow. And this is just a little tiny detail, but I've got these cute little velvet bows, so I put that on there. And then for a finishing touch, I've got my Scrapbook.com gold glitter pen, glitter marker. I love this thing. And I also have a piece of acetate covering my photos so I don't get glitter anywhere on the photos. This glitter is so shiny and it's hard to really appreciate on camera, but it just sparkles and shines. And now I thought, you know what? Inside my Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Junk Drawer folder, like where I keep that stuff, I got it from My Creative Scrapbook, from one of their limited edition kits, and they sent these pearls. And I don't think I had used them, and I thought, what would that look like if I add a strand of pearls just outlining this photo? Now, had I done this before I had already done all these embellishments, it would have been a lot easier. And at first I think, oh, you know what? I'm just going to add this one little strip of pearls here. I'm using my Nuvo Deluxe glue to hold it down. I've never done anything like this, but it was in with my paper collection and I thought I'm going to try it. And so I'm going to hold this down, and then I love it. And I think, well, what about if I just completely do all 4 sides of the photo? And so here's where I'm going to try that out. And yes, that's what I want to do now. I haven't measured out to make sure I have enough pearls, but I haven't used these pearls, so I think I should. So I cut off another little strip. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. I'm going to dip it into the glue, and I am going to have to hold this one just a minute to get it to hold and stick down in that glue. Now this is that Nuvo Deluxe glue, so it dries clear. So this is the perfect glue to use for something like this. And I ended up doing all 4 sides. Now that bottom one, that's kind of bothering me. It looks like I need to cut one little pearl off of that. So I will end up doing that off camera just to make it go together. But I'm showing you here because I thought I was done. But I will go ahead and cut that little piece off. And then here we go, I fixed it. That's going to finish up the layout. So I love it, and I hope you do too. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and come back. Be sure to check the Bramble Fox website to see all the goodies that are available now on the website. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!